Hello everyone. This is a test stream. I am going to be making regular broadcasts of me working on APAI, my multi-platform AI client. I have the landing page open here, and users can use the PayPal to purchase access to it. I'll log into it now. And this is the main app. You can see that there's a drop down here, and you can select a model with it. And these are the accordions. These are all my current tasks for the app, and there is a number of defaults here. So you can select a model and set it. This is for renaming threads, and this is for summarizing threads, and this is like the main default prompt. I like to set that to GPT-4o mini, but Grok has you can pay for more prompts, but Grok has a default limit. Sometimes I prefer to use Grok for renaming and summarizing, just because it's low load, or I mean, like, it's free. But most of the time I use GPT-4o mini. The paid mode can be toggled by the admin here, and I've set up like this loading animation that I like. It uses all the platonic solids, and it also uses, I forget what it's called, it's like two tetrahedrons, one inverted. Like, if you load it a number of times, it generates a different one randomly, and it uses wireframes and does like this cool. I'm going to be reloading this app a lot, so I wanted something interesting to look at when I'm using things. It has a feature here for being able to back up all the threads, and you can load backups back up into it, or you can merge backups. So if you have made another backup and it's got unique threads in it, it'll merge it into all of them. So sometimes I use different browsers, or like I'll use Chromium and I'll use Firefox, and I'll have different threads in different browsers, and I'll if I want to merge them together, the merge feature is nice. In the future, I will be updating it so that it will sync to the database, but I might make that a value-added service, because I've essentially priced this very low. I've set it to $7.99 for a year. So I'm trying to just do that to just get some users in. I'm also doing a promo, so people can download the promo video here, and this is at https://equilibrium.technology/ap-ai, and that's important. That's lowercase ap dash uppercase AI/promo. You can I will update that in the description of this video when I'm done. But it's https://equilibrium.technology/lowercase ap-uppercase AI/promo. But I'm going to be sending that to a whole bunch of people on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram and various platforms. But if people have 1,000 followers, they can come to this page and they can log in with the Google pop-up, and I'll just if they have, so basically they would need to promote it to their social media, and then paste in the link, and then submit it. I just used a Rickroll, and oh, it's not working. Great. I've been updating this here in my code editor. This is one of the things I've been working on today. I had it working just a short minute ago, but I made an update to it, and apparently It's currently not functioning, so I need to work on that. Let's see if I go back one version. And log in. But I think I'm going to be doing like long streams of me just, I am racing the clock and I am trying to desperately find $1,500 before the end of the month. That's 7 days from now. So I'm under a little bit of pressure. Okay, so you do grab the Rickroll again, paste it in here, hit submit. So yeah, it went through. So this version is working. And if I need to add a field here for deleting promo submissions, but it is showing up. So let's work on that. I should have saved the result from that to give to GPT, but okay, so let's the last version went back to not working. Here is the currently working version. Don't change anything other than removing the follower count. GPT added in, it likes to add in things and randomly remove stuff. So you have to be very persistent in prompting it to not do that. And then you have to always check. Should be full and complete. We copy this version. And then we wait for the results. And while we're doing this, we'll set it back to my paid mode. That only works for the admin. Don't get any ideas. But let's see. While it's generating. And we're also going to want to add to the admin panel the ability to remove add a delete button to each one. So let's this is the admin page, so let's okay, so it says the submission was received, before it was giving an error, and I didn't see the follower count input. It had added a follower count input here. I don't really need that, but I'm presuming that because it submitted and there was no variable errors, that that's working. So let's ask GPT to update the admin panel or the admin page, and oh, that's the CSS. We're going to have to create a API route for that. And so let's, okay, API, it's going to be in the, let's see. I've previously given it information from the database so that it knows the fields, but I will give you an example file of how we do the API routes. To modify the database. And let's see, we'll show it the get submissions file. And then submit that. I mean, it's probably one of the most things out there. Actually, I gotta think about it. I should probably stop doing it. Okay, so let's see how it's going here. And when you're updating files, you always want to be like cautious. You want to be able to undo or back up the file. I'm not too worried about this. It's not a very extensive file right now, but when I'm modifying any of the main components, I always back it up, or I back up the folder before I start the day. I know that there was this thing with the ocean
He
gate.
wanted me
There
to
was
be
this sub
the pilot that runs
imploded.
the Titanic missions.
I wonder
And
introduction. I
he
wonder
wanted me
what
to
they
be
learned
the
about
pilot
it.
that runs the Titanic missions. And I told him I'm not getting in it.
Hard to believe it's already been over a year since the Ocean Gate Titan disaster, and now we have hearings from the Coast Guard with key
So what really
witnesses.
happened? That's what
Now let's talk about what we probably think happened exactly. So this video here is an animation, and we'll give credits to where this is from here in the description. But this animation shows that a failure is likely to have happened right here in the middle. The reason is because that's where the maximum deflection is, right? If you pin the carbon fiber here and here, then right here in the middle would be where the maximum deflection would happen.
How did it change
So you might be
everything?
wondering, why is that tail cone in
I thought
such good
that they knew
shape?
it
I
was an
kind of
implosion.
had that thought for a second. I mean, this
That
is
kinda looks
imploded
like
like a tin
the
can.
middle of it
It
collapsed.
would look like that. Well, remember that this part isn't part of the pressure vessel. Only the carbon fiber hull and the two titanium domes on either side are. That was the part that was actually pressurized. This part would allow water in, and it didn't have to hold back 5,500 psi like the rest of it. So as a result, when this crumbled, this probably broke free and this set out on the bottom of the ocean floor, as we see here in the video. One of the early theories was that, this imploded from right in the middle, but if that were to be the case, then there'd be equal amounts of wreckage on either the aft and the forward parts, and that wasn't what happened. Also, another theory was that the acrylic front viewport had failed because, it wasn't rated for beyond 1,300 meters. But if that had happened, then you would have had a huge rush of water coming in, and it would have probably pushed out instead of imploded upon the vessel. But most...
I wonder if they just instantaneously died, or if you had like any sort of experience with that. That would be unfortunate. I would have to think it's like an implosion. It's like an explosion, but in reverse. So that would have to... Okay, so we got the delete button here. This is only really visible to me, so I don't care too much about the interface. I did some styling to it. I just reapplied styles from other components. But, so let's see. Here's the API route. No, it wouldn't be there. It would be in the promo. So we're creating the file, and it's going to be called delete submission. Is kind of vague, but it's in a subfolder. I guess it's specific enough. Oh, it made this whole confirmation, but there's no actual... Oh, wait. I'll just have to style that. Okay, nice, it deleted it. Okay, that's good. So let's go back and log in over here. Grab a Rickroll. I need like a multi-copy plugin, like be able to hold more than one clip in memory and paste in. Okay. It didn't add the submission. Let's reload just to be sure. Let's look at the browser console. It says that the submission was received. Let's back up a version. Now it's either going, it might be going into the database and not showing in the interface, or it's just not saving. I didn't see the follower count, so let's back up again. It's not the most exciting, I mean, programming is not exciting. Stream, but you know. I also didn't see the follow account again. Able to delete the submission, but I'm back to not being able to successfully add the entry into the database on the promo page.
Usually, when they come to the platform, they are looking for something specific. So let's say they need one thing to be automated, and they're not just looking for a consultation. Maybe someone like me, this is what I actually did when I was not able to kind of figure out neither me or my team members were not able to figure out how to make this specific solution. This is what happened here when we were developing the solution that needed to be connected to the SAP Business One. Since the system is pretty old school and very kind of hard to integrate to, I've been hiring the freelancers from the Upwork to either help us with initial prototype as well as to consult us what would be the best option. So consultations do happen, but I think that the main volume of the consultations when it comes to the AI space is happening through the people that are kind of have a personal brand, and let's say they reach to their videos, their Instagram reels or Twitter posts reached to a certain prospect which was thinking maybe to integrate AI in the business, or is ready to explore the industry and can pay between 500 to 200 or 500 not sure, but I know the people that charge $400 peer to our call to explore what are kind of the different options to implement the AI. Some people call it an audit of the business, and I think the audit and consultations are kind of like different things. As you can see, I have the audit and the high ticket services, and we'll discuss it later. But keep in mind that this is kind of, I think, not the best approach to kind of register on the Upwork and just try to sell the consultations, or just try to say, or just so The third thing is kind of a low ticket builds, which are usually, either again, automations or agents, which are pretty straightforward, do one, maybe two tasks, connect to one or two softwares or apps, and do not require management fee. Again, guys, there are, exceptions. I'm just giving my opinion and my view on the industry. This is kind of a solution that we were building for a nonprofit organization. This is one of my recent videos, And here in the video, you can see that I say $3,500, and here I mentioned that I consider low ticket boats between 200 to whatever, like maybe $2,000. I would still consider it as a low ticket. Here we are planning to charge this client more. We're still under the signing process, but here you can actually see the back end of the solution. And like if we open the chatbot, it can answer obviously very basic questions like it's conversational. Hi, how are you? No, I have a problem. Can you help? So it is not connected to any external apps. It has a really good flow built out. It has multiple agents that classify the intents, as well as it has a knowledge base. Again, this is just a prototype, but this bot can be made purely on something like a VoiceFlow or other platforms. I think the hardest part here is making sure that you provide only the correct answers, since it's kind of medical niche, as well as to properly structure the database and the knowledge base. So in our case, we are going to be using the tabular data of VoiceFlow. As you can see, this is kind of like a CSV upload, because they have kind of different drugs for different cases. So you need to make sure that all the information about the drugs will be 100% correct. And the only way to properly do that is to use like a CSV, and the only option to upload the CSV to VoiceFlow is using the tabular data. So as you can see here, this is kind of a table which we were like uploading through the tabular data here. So this is a very, very simple straightforward chatbot, and you can expect the client to pay somewhere between $5,000 to $2,000, as I said,
Okay, it was successful
to build it out. You can say, hey, Eugene, okay, so if it's just a regular chatbot, can they just go create chatbot free and go with any of these options? Like TTO is a great option, but they have a huge kind of monthly plan.
Okay, that looks like success. I don't really like this font color. I should just be doing that. Okay. Okay. Okay, so let's think about this. This is the app. Do a soft submission. When I do a soft submission, it does not process to the AI. They have over 1,000 followers. They can submit to us proof that they posted our promo video. Gotta love the automatic refreshes. I wonder, that's something I gotta work on. That usually happens when something is being saved on the server. Oh, good. My auto-saving is working. That's good. To get a free month. Access to... Okay. Now, is there anything else that I want to do for this? I want to make sure that they include the link to it in the description. These could be a little bit bigger. I'd really dislike those. They just pop up automatically. I'd like to remove that from my code editor. Maybe a little less. Okay. Want to add a little bit more text to it. Nice, the ad campaign is... Okay, one person came. Okay, so there's this issue when I reload a page, it reloads like all of the pages, like it's reloading this page. That's the main app that people use, and try to keep my updates minimal, but as you see, as you're programming, like you do a bunch of them. So I removed the watch stuff from PM2, but it's probably because it's like CSS files or pages as opposed to components. Okay, so when I'm making pages, I probably want to work on more components within them. For these promo pages and stuff, I've been making exceptions to that. Like, it's fairly rudimentary code, like, but disable hot reload only for pages. If you really want to stop the full page reload, you could temporarily disable. ran a fire, and my fireplace has this thing where it has, like, basically the body of the fireplace has got this shroud around it, so air flows through a vent. When the fireplace heats up, the air flows through vents around the side of it and around the body of the fireplace, essentially picking up heat, and then that goes up a vent up to upstairs. But like, I have this guard that goes in front of the fireplace, and it's just a steel plate, and it's not it's like going past the edge of the fireplace, and it's allowing some of the smoke to escape into the vent and come upstairs. And I ran one fire at the beginning. It's, I live up in the mountains here at 9,500 feet, and it's not working right, and some smoke is coming into my bedroom when I ran my first fire, and it's just been lingering for a while, and got to get to fixing that. Okay, so we want to update our next config. Okay, I'm just trying to see if I can disable the hot reload on all pages. I always check to see that the file got longer, because usually when it shrinks a file, that's a surefire way to know that you're losing something. You always want to be able to know you can go back, so. Okay, let's see. I reloaded all of PM2, but when I okay, it still seems like the components thing is what matters. Um, what should the threshold be for if I have like a bigger fish? If someone wants to do, if someone wants to promote the app, but they've got like a huge follower account, let's make an individual page for that. It'll be for 1 year free. More than 500K by their video. I will give them a year free on the app. We'll be storing it and displaying it in the admin page the same, but instead of 1 month free, I have a memory of the goldfish. checking that it imported the same CSS file. Let me see if I can add another input for the webcam. I'm looking off screen. I guess media source. Nope. Okay. Okay. Logging in off screen. Okay. Okay, got added to the database. That's good. Okay. So let's okay, so what have we done? We've added a 1-month promo page to the app, and we've added a 1-year promo page to the app. Guess it's fairly simple. I can't really think of anything else that I want to do for this. Okay. Bring discoverability to event-driven architectures. Event Catalog is an open source project to help you bring discoverability to your event-driven architectures. It's open source. How is he making money?
I'm going to show you how to set up a no-code team of AI personal agents that can do just about anything like getting your calendar, email inbox, updating your CRM or project management tool, send emails, and even create meetings and events in your calendar with desired guests. So by texting my agent on Messenger or even having Siri send a voice message or text, I can have this agent summarize my schedule for today, tomorrow, next week, next month, maybe summarize the emails I've received from yesterday or even today, and really anything to do with personal administration. The reason I built this is because I recently started working more with a no-code agent building platform called NAN, and I wanted to try out something a little more complex with this software. Hence the reason I'm building this out. Now, the task that this agent does for you, it really can save you a lot of time in the long run, and more importantly, helps you stay informed. And I'm going to show you how to build this out step by step in this video. But real quick, I wanted to mention that if you're a business owner and you're tired of being stuck in the day-to-day grind, and you want to leverage our systems to scale your business and completely eliminate your repetitive tasks, then book a free call with me, and I'll show you how to drive revenue, save time in your business, and ultimately scale for growth so that you can finally step away from the daily operations. Also, be sure to join my Scroll community because I'll be providing so much other valuable resources like this automation that will help you grow and scale your business, which I don't provide on my YouTube. So this is what the automation looks like in NAN, the platform that I use to build out this entire agent. So it's pretty robust, but I want to show you how it works and showcase some of its abilities. So it could go down every one of these different paths: getting calendars, sending emails, getting emails, creating meetings, updating my project management tool. But let's say we want to get our emails from yesterday. So I'm using an iPhone. I'm just going to voice activate it. So I don't want to, I don't feel like texting out the agent. So I'm going to say something like, hey Siri, text my AI agent. Can you get my emails from yesterday? Send. So it just sent this off, and in a second, I should be getting a message. So there's my AI agent. So basically it's just repeating the message that I
nice.
sent off.
Okay.
And then it's saying, here's your email.
So we want to adjust this.
I got 2 emails from yesterday, and as you can see, they're listed there. So for one, I included who it's from. So there's the little from section, and there's also a summary section. But it doesn't stop there. So as you can see, I have this entire list. So let's call this my CRM. So I just use ChatGPT to create this for me. But let's say you have a giant list of clients or leads, and you want to input them into your database, or you need to put them in your database. So basically I gave NAN access, or my AI agent access, to this sheet. So let's say these are, just some of my friends or something like that, and I want to send an email to one of them. So, or maybe I can even create a meeting with one of them. So what I can do is I'm just going to say, can you create a meeting with Alicia Boyd at Thursday for 1 p.m.? I'm going to send this off. It's going to repeat the message. And if I check my calendar, so if I go to Friday, I'll just refresh. I'll scroll down. I'll go to Thursday. And as you can see, there's the meeting set up, Alicia and Nick sync. So it just created that meeting automatically for me. So it found this person in my CRM. So it has access to my database. So, if you have a vast knowledge base or anything like that, you can give it access to this AI agent. So there's a lot of different use cases there. But let's say we want to send an email to Brianna Miller. So if I pull it up, I say, send an email to Brianna Miller. Just tell her that we're unsatisfied with the services that we've been getting recently, and we are going to go to your competitor. I'm going to send it off. So as you can see, I used voice activation once again, but also you can just text it out. So it's going to repeat the message, and then it's going to say done. Was there anything else? So what I did here is, instead of actually sending it off, I made it create a draft, because I just want to review. So once it says done, that just signifies that I should go review it. So if I refresh it, coming into my email, so as you can see, there's a draft right there. So it says unsatisfactory services feedback. So it created a subject line for me. It created this entire email. So based off of what I said, it's just compiling that into my email. So it says we're unsatisfied with the services that we've been getting recently, and exactly what I said in the message. So it could do so much more than that. So it can get your calendar. So it can find if I wanted to list out my calendar for next month or something like that, then it could do so. If I wanted to list out my meetings for tomorrow, or if I have any meetings for next week, it can do that. If I want to update my project management tool, so if I want to create a task, so a lot of times I'll create tasks in my Notion page, and basically I'll just say something like, you need to write down your 5 beliefs, or do 20 push-ups. I don't know, something random, but you can have it do that. So if I wanted to do that, I'm just going to pull up my phone again. I'm going to say, create a task for me to do 50 push-ups on Thursday this week. I'm going to send it off. It's going to repeat the message. And if I come into Notion, so I'll just type in Notion. Let me make sure I can find it. I'll go to my project management section. Once this loads in. So if I scroll down, you can see one of the tasks is complete 50 push-ups, and this is for tomorrow. So if I were to, open my calendar, I'll find this for tomorrow as well. But let me go ahead and actually open up this page. So as you can see, listed off as tomorrow, and you could even put in more credentials. So I could, change the importance of this. I could change the time to complete it. But all I did right now is just the execution date. So there's so.
It's a lot of no-code stuff. Oh, did I just submit that? No, I didn't. Okay. Nice. Good enough. Okay. Okay, so okay. I don't know if I really have more goals for the promo page other than distribute it. I guess that could be part of the ad campaign. Let's add to the main page, or the landing page, Where should it go?
Somebody said this was worth watching.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome.
Okay. Hold on.
Wait. You gotta give me one. You gotta give me one. You have to give me just this one. I really, truly do feel this one. Hold on. Just a little bit, right? Does this guy look like he could be a little bit related to Willie Mack? They kind of sound, they got like a similar cadence-ish. White guy, facial hair, voice.
Upon his return, he would say that he purposely made himself look like a pedo to bait journalists.
Today's Marketing Monday is about public perception. It's
Not gonna lie, before you said that, I thought this was Willie. There you go, see?
about lies and inconvenient truths. It's about things that happen slowly and then all at once. It comes from an Ernest Hemingway quote about going bankrupt. How'd you go bankrupt? 2 ways. Slowly and then all at once. Which may be appropriate, but I want to start with an example. Fair warning before I get into all of this. This is not really political, any more than anything else is in America, okay? In 2020, this happened.
Why would you answer that question? The question is, radical left. Will you shut up, man? Listen, who is on your list, Joe? Who's on your list?
Gentlemen, ended this segment. We're going to move on to the second segment.
That was really a productive segment, wasn't it? Keep yapping.
Wait, was this 2020? Did he really say that?
The people understand.
To the second segment.
That was really a productive segment, wasn't it? Keep yapping, man. The people understand,
Joe Biden debated Donald Trump, and by all accounts came out looking pretty well.
Okay.
In 2024, this happened.
We don't watch this. This is propaganda. This didn't actually happen. This is Aegon Chiklokian or whatever making AI fake videos of our president.
In our healthcare system, eligible for what I've been able to do with.
I highly recommend the Aiden Chalakian stuff. That was
dealing with.
That was hilarious. Destiny's Schizo arc. It was really great.
It feels like I'm like moving against something.
He discovered he had all these followers
that I haven't
that
ever
were
really
fake
been
in
cognizant of
AI,
before.
and it's got like this ominous
Elon
music,
Musk, then you just have to see
and
who
it's him
responds.
just
Click
kind of
through.
like investigating the situation, like of all these fake people.
Real.
And
Chat for like 20 minutes in chat.
they call it
I found a
Destiny's
court
Schizo arc
document
because
that
he's
looks like
like,
from a case
you
involving
know,
the guy.
having that gang
Dude looks
stalking
unhinged.
sensibility of what's going on. But
And then he
no, it's totally real. There's
I don't know what
generating
the fuck
fake
I'm
court
looking at.
documents. Like these bots are
wanna know
trying to
this guy.
prove that they're real.
I just wanna know
They got
this guy.
entire YouTube channels. Like this guy's
That's all I
not
know.
real,
Hello, my
and he's
name is
making
Avon
videos
Trump.
about
Or
world
he's
events and all sorts of stuff going on.
This is 10 months ago.
Yeah, definitely look up
wait,
Destiny's
so-
Schizo arc. Like I don't agree with Destiny in many ways, but I do find him entertaining. Yeah, it's great. I found it on
Wait, why
Asmongold's
does he have
reacts
two
to it,
clip-on mics?
which was great. Okay, so we're producing CSS for this section. Let's see. Put it somewhere reasonable in the CSS. Okay, you eating food? That's okay, you don't need to come here. Or you can come here. Do you want to get on camera for a second? Come here, come here. Hey, hey. You're a star to no one now. Okay, go back to eating food. Go back to eating food. Okay. So, we've added this stuff. Let's see if it affected it. Okay, I put it in a section. I think it used the radioactive greed that I used in the chat. No, I used... Okay, where you go? You going downstairs now? It keeps on using this color, and I definitely don't like it. It'd be cool if OpenAI had... Where are these periods coming from? Mocha went downstairs, and every time she goes downstairs, I have to pick her up and carry her to bring her back upstairs. Guess she wants to go outside. No, she wanted water because she was eating. Didn't look like it put it. Okay, so we gotta update this CSS. Just gonna reset that ugly color. Oh, looks like it didn't. No, I did. Maybe I didn't save this one. Yeah, I did. Okay. Okay. I feel retarded. Okay. Wow. Okay. Struggling. Wait, why is it using features list? Okay. That's redundant. Okay. I see. No. Okay. Okay, I'm happy with that. Okay. Let's move on. Da, 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 da. Okay, I'm going to take a break.